listening to, I say you are listening to, you are absolutely listening to the George Espinlove Show, coming to you live from the Funny Farm. Now, with no further ado, here comes Georgie!
Thank you. Oh, I love it, especially on Friday night. Thank you ever so much. Thank you. I said thank you. All right, Espinlove, cut it. Gotcha. You're listening to the George Espinlove Show, coming to you live from the Funny Farm on a Friday night. And all kind of goofy things happen on Fridays around here. In fact, if I think about it, all kind of goofy things happen around here on... Where was I? Oh, boy. We are off to a great start tonight. But that's the way it is here at the Funny Farm. We never know what's going to happen. We never know what's going to take place, when it's going to take place, where it's going to take place, why it's going to take place. Because it takes place, and we just don't know when and how, where, what, all that kind of stuff. That's all, folks. Anyhow, you're listening to the George Espinlove Show. Did I already tell you that? I think I already said that. Come on, guys, help me out here. Did I say that? Yeah. Oh, Lord have mercy. It's a laid-back Friday night here at the Funny Farm, and Charlie is indeed laid back. I'm telling you what, I never saw a guy work a board that can lay on his back and use his feet. You know what I'm saying? You just picture this. He's laying on his back. He's got one of them chairs that you crank up, like a crank-up chair. He's got one of those chairs that cranks up. And he cranks it up. When he does this, he cranks it up. And then he lays back, and he has his head elevated so he can see down over his feet, and he can look over there at the board, beyond the board. And then he uses his feet to push the levers and the buttons and the sliders and the doodads and the whatnots, And Charlie, you take laid back Fridays, literally, don't you? Uh-huh. Yeah. Well, say hello to everybody, Charlie.
Hello.
Oh, come on.
Hello.
Charlie, you're acting squirrely.
Hello.
Oh, Charlie. Everybody loves you. It's Friday. We don't have anything, there's nothing scripted. We're just flying by the seat of our pants one more time. Well, now what are you laughing at? Stop it. Don't get me started. At some point in time, we are going to get serious. I don't know how long we're going to get serious, but at some point in time during this show tonight, we are going to get serious for however long we get serious. Because we don't want to be serious too long, but we want to be serious because all the time we're not serious, but sometimes we get serious when we really have to get serious. And when our guest comes on, we get serious, but after that, we don't get serious anymore because we're just not that That serious. You know what I'm saying? Put that bottle down.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yaha!
Well, I know a guy 5 feet high. He thinks he's 8 feet tall. And when he has a few cold ones, he always wants to crawl. Well, I told him once and I told him twice. Sit your big ass down. But when he gets to drinking, he can't put that bottle down. Well, every month, about twice a week, he'd pick up the phone and call. He'd yell and scream, but he don't say nothing at all. He had a girl just as bad with a mouth that never quit. And when they get to drinking, they can't put that bottle down. Put that bottle down and smile away that frown. When you gonna learn that all your friends think you're a clown? Put that bottle down, 'cause someday you'll drown. And don't keep knocking on my door, don't want you around. Well, I fought him once and I fought him twice. I knocked him to the ground. Guns a-blazing every time he's the drunkest guy around. Put that bottle down and smile away that frown. When you gonna learn that all your friends think you're a clown? Put that bottle down, 'cause someday you'll drown. When you gonna learn that all your friends think you're a clown? Put that bottle down and smile away that frown. When you gonna learn that all your friends think you're a clown? Put that bottle down, 'cause someday you'll drown. And don't keep knocking on my door, don't want you around.
Did you all like that? Did you all like that? Yeah, y'all like that. And there is Isaac. Isaac shows up all the time. Isaac's been with us several months now, and I don't think he's ever missed a show yet. But you never know around here. I want to thank all those that are inside the Funny Farm radio studio. It is packed out. It is standing room only. We have seats and we have standing room only. Of course, the dance floor, we keep everyone away from the dance floor. You know, you can't stand on it. You can't sit on it. That's only for dancing. And wow, do the inmates, the clients love to dance around here. I mean, when we dance, we get down. You know what I mean? We do that funky stuff. You know, anyhow. And I want to thank all of those that are on the outside, because there is, it looks like, oh my, it's a phenomenal number yeah. Listen to them. Yeah, that's those that's on the outside. So I want to thank those that's on the wherever there's a cheer, you're going to find Isaac. You know, they had a cheer on the inside, so you heard Isaac. And then when he heard me saying about the crowd on the outside, he instinctively took off, running to the outside, so he could be in on that cheer too. You got to give it to Isaac. He is quite a cheerer. A cheerer. Is he a cheerer or a cheerleader? Well, anyhow, Isaac gets in on every cheer that goes down around here. And I had something very important to say, but like always, Espinlob left it slip away again and again and again and again. I know what I wanted to say. I think. Let me think. Yeah. Okay. This is what I wanted. This is what I wanted to say. And when I say this, this is exactly how it goes down. So don't think I'm telling tales out of school, or behind the school, or in the schoolyard, or all that stuff. I want to welcome all our friends. Whether you live down the street around the corner, across this great nation, or around the world, I want to welcome you to the George Espinlove Show. And I want you to come in, call a friend, and tell them to come in. And as people gather and come in, they can tell other friends to come in, and we'll have people coming in all the time while other people are coming in. Now, they're still coming. And I can see you in the real world, because you see, we live in our world. But I have my magic glass up, and I can see what's going on out there in the real world. I see you still coming, running to the computer, getting your iPhones, your tablets, your droids, all those devices that you can listen to the George Espinlove Show on. I see you reaching for them, getting them. That's good. That's good. Angel? Yep, you got it. Okay. All right. Brenda? Yeah. Marcia? Trav? Come on. All right. Okay. But anyways, get all your devices, because we are going to have us a good time tonight. We don't know exactly what we're going to do, but we do know that we're going to have us a good time around here. So we're going to, what, Charlie? Oh, and by the way, Charlie, I have a very, let me get my throat clear over here. By the way, Charlie, I have a very pleasant surprise for you. Yes, I do. I'm going to read something that I received from someone today, and they told me, well, I'll tell you later. But wait, Charlie, he's in charge of the music. He picks out the music. Yeah. He stays in contact with our friends down there at musicalley.com. Go pay him a visit. And he's in there rooting around all the time for all kind of music, all kinds of artists. I mean, he can pick out some good stuff. And every now and then he picks out one that I just don't understand. But anyhow, well, yeah, Charlie, I tell you all the time, you have the button or the slider or whatever that thing is. You're going to move it with your foot, with your toe. Yeah, I see it. Yeah, that's cool, Charlie. That's really cool. When you wish upon a Death Star. I have no idea.
Teeny room, teeny room. All the droids are void and full of gloom. Teeny room. Welcome to our traveling desert dump. Owen, Lars, and Maru. Buy this protocol droid and this astromech, and we'll throw in Wall-E-2. All together. Teeny room. Teeny room. Watch Pollyanna Jones and the Temple of Doom. Teeny room. This is Tatooine, wretched hive of villainy. Better shoot first or it'll be your last.
In our bar, everybody's mean.
On this planet Tatooine, I am the guy betting on the pod race. Now I got the collectors in my face.
I am the guy who wants to cause Luke harm. Faced like a walrus and a newly severed arm.
Lives on a mountaintop on Tatooine. In his youth, he once rescued a queen. Trained Anakin when he was just a teen, but couldn't stop him from becoming a machine. Obi-Wan Kenobi sneaked up the foul frontier.
Told talking lies, he called my bluff. Alderaan is where I kept my stuff. Now it's debris. Can't believe he blew up my world.
Those poor unfortunate souls.
Dewbacks on the dune seas were tearing the 70s. This special edition has things I
or startle use martial art.
Wields four blades like a Cuisinart.
Robot bones and scary eyes.
Lightsabers decorate his thighs. Grim Grievous goes and kills all the Jedis.
Mr. Lord Vader, sir, who will my bounty be? Let me take your order, hunt them down. You ain't never had a fet like me. Ho, ho, ho! Oh, don't start like this! No! I've got a fet in me. I'm very popular. I've got a fet in me.
It's a trap, it's a trap. We fell right into their lap. The Empire saw us coming soon. Our ship will just be scrapped. Shields down, watch us soar. Lando fly into that core. Those brave Ewoks sure aren't yellow. Maybe they got help from Willow.
Luke, I am your father, and so we are all connected in the circle of life. I'll redefine the genre serial myth. Oh, I just can't wait to be Sith. You've got a long way to go, my young apprentice. Remember Ashoka Tano, your Padawan you called Snips?
Yeah?
Now realize she got murdered by my order 66.
What?
You two are quite close, and that makes you sad. But don't feel that. Instead, get real mad. Embrace your hatred and see what happens. Get dark side power to choke your captains like your dead wife from Naboo.
Qui-Gon, man. Solid Qui-Gon.
The bare necessities of life will come to you. Me, said Jar Jar, after all. No! You threw off my groove.
I'm sorry, but you've thrown off the Emperor's groove. You were saying?
No one
Blast them like hot, smuggles pass them like hot.
No one slices a tauntaun in Aspen like Han.
You'll evade every loan shark and Wookiee.
For your causes, I really don't care. You can see his co-pilot's a Wookiee. That's right, cause every last inch of him's covered with hair.
No one pleases like Han.
Carbon freezes like hot.
Becomes decorative sculptural freezes like Han.
And I killed Boba Fett without even trying. Who do we want? It's Han Solo, Solo, a smuggler's life for me.
Oh, the king of the lightsaber swingers, I am the Jedi VIP. Till we got attacked, the Empire struck back, and that's why I live in a tree. I wanna be a Jedi Master and get my ship out of that ditch. Well, do or do not, there is no try, and stop being such a whiny apprentice. Oh, well, no duh.
Well, no duh.
I wanna be like Yoda.
Yoda, Yoda,
A
Yoda.
Jedi Knight like Yoda, fight like Yoda so much.
Really, really.
You know a Jedi.
A Jedi.
Praise not these things.
No, they don't hear these things.
So scat you will with Kenobi while he sings. Hey! Dot New Gunray, Max Remote and Boozalacious Crumb, Dengar Boba Fett, Boss Guy G88, and Forlum Jabba Bib, Fortuna Goxib Oba,
Honda Baba.
Willila Sakura, Jandudana, Wilbaba, Lovaka do the Hot Kia D Monday, Lando Jango, Rido Watto, Boss Nass, baby, Tarbos Padme Amidala, Kid Fisto and Red Rock, Size Noodles and Palpatine, and Wedge and Biggs and Foden Bean, Dexter, Jetster, Shokan, Chewbacca, who all wanna be like Lou,
How can you be
who wanna spy like Lou, fly like Lou, too. I must warn you, the dark side is tempting.
You can learn to be like someone like me.
Take me home, Daddy! Can't learn to be like someone like you. One time more!
Yeah, can learn to be like someone like me.
Cad Bane, Sokka Sam, Wessel and Windu and Porkins and Yen Num and Droopy McCool and
Wait, who are you?
I'm your father now!
Alrighty then. Okie dokie. Oh, Charlie, you absolutely amaze me. Every time, this is getting worse. Every time I think I'm going to do something, I can't remember what I'm going to do at the last minute, right before I'm supposed to do it. I don't know about you, but I've been eating my raisins. You know, raisins help that, whatever that is. But I I had it. I had it, but well, we'll just keep on going. Don't worry about it. It's Friday night. It's Laid Back Friday, and you're listening to the George Espinlaub Show, coming to you from the Funny Farm. I mean, we are live. We are alive. We're standing upright. Charlie is laid back because it's Laid Back Friday. The loons, I mean the crowd is thick inside the radio studio. The crowd is even thicker outside the radio studio. And people are still coming in, and they will be continuing to come in. And as we say so many times, many come in, but few leave. All right, Charlie, what do you got? Oh, yeah. Okay. Charlie's got, he's got one of his favorites. Oh, we have a bunch of, we have a bunch of your favorite. Okay. All right. Charlie just loves this group, and so do I. Everybody get out. Loosen up. Shake your hair. Let it down. Come on. We're going to tap our toes, snap our fingers, shake our heads. No, we're going to bob our heads and shake our booty. Right now. I mean, this will make you growl.
He's in your school, man, he's every place. He's here for you and he's here for me. In 7 days you can see how good life can be.
Welcome to the scary guy. He's on a mission, just look in his eyes. Eliminate anger, hate, violence worldwide. He's a scary guy. He's gonna rock to roll this world. Make every voice count as heard. Make every human feel like being. Make the side of life worth seeing. You think you're tough, you're not tough enough. Love can be the strongest stuff. Compassion rules and hatred sucks. Give and fall and change your love. Yeah. He's a scary guy. He's looking in your eyes. He's a scary guy. He can change your life. He's a scary guy. Here to make you try. Don't sit there, do something. This world's a mess. You gotta stop the prejudice. Don't let hatred win.
The only way this earth will change is if every man, woman, and child takes an active role in teaching children how to teach love.
He's a scary guy. He's looking in your eyes. He's a scary guy. He can change your life. He's a scary guy. It'll make you try.
You just gotta love it. You just gotta love it. That, ladies and gentlemen, was Scary Guy by Maria Danes. And Charlie and I have become big fans of Maria Danes and the whole gang. Charlie, you don't know this, but it was early in the morning, this morning, that I received an email. Now you're sitting up now. Charlie's not laid back now. He's standing straight up. He's off of his cranked up dooflicky chair, and he is standing at attention. Yeah, that's right, Troy. You don't know this, but very early this morning I received this, and I'm going to read it to you. It said, "Dear George, huge thanks to you and Charlie for selecting our music for your show this week." You like that, Charlie? Yeah, oh, man. Wait, there's more. My guitarist, producer, and husband Paul and I are thrilled to have our songs included. It's a great honor, and I'm listening now to your commentary, which is very interesting, especially as we're in the UK, and we very much appreciate the strong connections and friendships we've made with the good people in America who are so supportive of new music from across the pond. Take care and kindest regards. Say hello to Charlie for us. That's right, Charlie. That's right. You were included. That's right. With best wishes from Maria Danes and Paul Killington. And, ladies and gentlemen, you are, yes, that's right, they deserve it. They deserve it. Yeah, give them a big hand. They deserve it. And we're going to... All righty. Yes, Charlie. Yes. Now, they sent us an email, Charlie, saying thank you. And you are a big part of that because you're the guy that goes down there to musicalley.com and you're the guy that searches and roots out and digs through and brings out the artists. Now, if you folks in the UK and many of you here in this country and around the world, Maria Danes is no stranger. No stranger. I'll bet if my friend Harry Burke was listening tonight, which it is it's midnight where Harry is over there in Northern Ireland. If he was listening tonight and he would be in the chat room, he would tell you that he knows exactly who Maria Danes is. She has been performing for a number of years, and these people have got themselves together. And we're going to be featuring their music off and on, throughout our programs as we progress on, next week and the week after that and stuff. And we have high hopes that Maria and her husband and those that make up her group will be able to come on the show, even if they are in the UK. Now, there's a time difference. We'll have to figure out what the best time it is and so on and so forth, and we'll do it by the way of Skype. But we want to have Maria Danes and her group, if possible, Maria and her husband, to come on the show and share with us what they did, when they got started, what they're doing now, where they're going, so on and so forth. And we'll play their music throughout the show on that given night. So keep your fingers crossed. Oh, Charlie, he's standing over there on his head. He's standing over there on his head clapping his feet. You know what I mean? Now, if I'm not careful, yeah, I know, Charlie. Just be careful. You know what happens to you when you get excited. Charlie's face is a little red right now, but he does. When he gets excited, he knows. Well, he knows, and you know too what happens when he gets all excited. But continuing on, I thought you would like that, Charlie. You like that, huh? That was nice, wasn't it? Sure was. So we're hopefully anticipating a return, and with the good news that they can come on the show. We have had some fantastic guests. In fact, every guest that we have had, from guest number one, everyone out there that remembers who guest number one is, raise their hand. Whether you be here in the radio studio, outside the radio studio, in your home, in your car. I can see you. Don't worry, I can see you. I have the magic mirror up here. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah. Well, just about every hand inside the radio studio is up, and I can see on the monitor that just about every hand is up on the outside. They're standing on their hoods, jumping up and down, in the back of their pickup trucks, waving their hands and stuff. So everyone here remembers who the first guest was. Yeah, Yeah, there's some people over there in Ohio. They got their hands raised up. Yep. And down there in Florida. And, man, there's hands raised everywhere. You folks, we don't even have to give a quiz. We don't even have to give a quiz. You just know. Our first guest was a man by the name of Mark Sullivan. And he was a contestant on, now I might have a problem with this. He was a contestant on, what was it, the shark thingy that was on ABC, where someone pitches an idea to the people that may invest money in it. But Mark was a guest on there. And Mark is a genius. His IQ is, I think, 180, 188, whatever. He belongs to the Society of Geniuses. That sure eliminates me, because I'm not. Y'all know that I'm not in that bunch of folks. That's way above and beyond me. But anyhow, he was our first guest when we started taking guests here on the George Espinlove Show. And it has just been one fantastic guest after another. Let's see. Hey, how did you like that show on Wednesday night with Leroy Hypno Bro Williams, huh? Oh, you bet. My. I tell you what, by the time that man was, they really loved him. By the time that man was done, I was no longer sitting in my chair. I was standing up. Honest, I was. Believe me, I was standing up. Excuse me. I was standing up. Charlie was standing up. We were he just had us in stitches. And what a delightful man, huh? What a delightful man. So we had Leroy Hypno Bro Williams on Wednesday night. And Tuesday night, we had Karna Small Bodman on, who is a best-selling political thriller author. And she takes, what was the word that someone used on one of those talk shows on TV when they was interviewing? Factional. She writes fiction, but she takes real live events and places it inside and then intertwines everything. And she has written some fabulous books. Her newest one is Castle Bravo. So you can get it at Barnes & Noble, Amazon.com, so on and so forth. Not only is she a great author, she at one time was, when Ronald Reagan went to the White House, she became James Brady, who was the press secretary. She became his deputy press secretary. And then later on, she became the senior director of the National Security Council. That's one of the highest positions that is held in the White House. And where the president went, she went. And she was with us. And my, oh my, we spent an hour with her. Time went by so quick, and you're just not able to ask her all the things that you want to, but it was a tremendous, tremendous show that night. And if you do this, if you forgot or you wasn't able to, for whatever reason, you can go to Spreaker.com, go up there in the search box, and just type in the George Espinlove Show. It'll bring you up. And every episode that we have had will come up. And you can follow them backwards. So on Monday night, we had Benita Taylor, who wrote about dysfunction. It was so interesting. It was spiritual. We had a wonderful time. So this whole week, and of course last night we were off because of the Thanksgiving Day, and we spent the entire day with our family and our friends in giving thanks and fellowshipping with one another and just having a good time, like I hope that you all did too. But we've had some tremendous guests, and we have more. We have more. We have them lined up, stacked up, ready to come on in because, you know, that's just how we roll. Yeah, Charlie. Here he goes again.
Oh, my wife and I were happy, and some might call it happy, when we bought our first house in New Orleans. New Orleans. We had such friendly neighbors, even though we were just strangers, but everything was not so great, it seems. As it seems. One night we met a tall, lanky man who was quite pale, descended from the Vikings, he said with pride. My wife took one small glance, and without fail, she suddenly invited him inside. She hasn't been the same since that fateful night, and upon her neck I think I see love bites. Love bites. Love bites. Love bites. Upon her neck I think I see love bites. Love bites. Now she spends her nights in the park. She wakes up when it's near dark. She spends all evening out from dusk till dawn. Dusk till dawn. She sleeps all day, makes no noise. I fear she may be lost, boys. And on TV, True Blood is always on. Always on. It seems she's taken a job on the night watch, on the graveyard shift inside Salem's lot. She has a thirst for something a bit thicker than scotch, and never lets a bleeding wound clot. Once bitten by that man, she's out till the twilight, and I fear she might leave me. Love bites. Love bites. Love bites. Love bites. I fear she might just leave me. Love bites. Love bites. It seems like every night she's out there with him. I don't know how much more I can take. She says that on that night we let the right one in, but I fear that her heart may be at stake. So now my wife just has left me, and now I feel drained empty. Although she always said I was her type. Be positive. But that last laugh will be mine, because all during this time, my new girlfriend named Buffy's worth the hype. Now you'll live. I just can't forgive the way she left me. And if I run into that man in the dark aisle, give him the silver necklace she gave back to me. And at least that lanky bastard doesn't sparkle. So listen to my story, and it's not out of spite. Believe me when I say love bites. Love bites. Love bites. Love bites. Please believe me when I say love bites. Love bites. Yeehaw.
Hello. Hello.
I'm glad you're having fun, Charlie. I really am. I really am. Hey, what was I gonna do? Think now. Thank you, Charlie. That reminded me. I'm going to take you to some news. And this is the part of the show we're going to get serious for a little while. We're going to take you to a place called beforeitsnews.com. So, oh, I sound like that guy, that dude, you know what I mean? Some of you heard him before. But anyhow, excuse me. Beforeitsnews.com. If you can go there with me, go there. There is some interesting things here. Now, like I always say, there's three kinds of people, as far as I know. There are those people that will believe everything that they hear, everything that they read, and everything that they are told, okay? Then there are those that will only believe portions of what they hear and what they read. And, they'll filter things out that they, believe and things that they don't. Then there is the third group of people that I don't care how true it is. I don't care how reliable the source is. They won't believe anything that anybody tells them or anything that they read. They don't believe anything. I'm not even so sure they believe that they themselves are here, but nonetheless, you have those three kind of people, all right? This website, beforeitsnews.com, has things on here that you won't find in what they call the mainstream media. Now, breaking news, Massachusetts blast, large explosion reported in United States, in U.S. state of Massachusetts, some hurt. All right. Now, what I want to take you to is listen to this, because there seems to have been a pattern, and no one knew that anything like this was taking place until Benghazi. So listen to this, and you'll see that there seems to be a pattern that is developed. 2 more U.S. military commanders relieved for misconduct. Now listen to this. 2 more senior American Navy commanders have been added to the growing list of high-ranking military officers relieved of duty due to personal misconduct. Now, we're talking about some high-ranking officers. 2 commanding officers in United States Navy's 6th Fleet, based in Italy, were stripped of their commands on Monday, pending investigations into allegations of misconduct. This is what the United States-based journal Foreign Policy quoted a Navy statement on Tuesday. According to the report, 24, I had no idea, You probably didn't either. According to the report, 24 American naval officers have so far been relieved of their commands this year. This year. This year, in the year 2012. 24 American naval officers have so far been relieved of their commands this year on charges of misconduct. Commander Ray Hartman, commanding officer of amphibious dock landing ship USS Fort McHenry, was relieved of his command on Monday, just this past Monday. Also relieved was Navy Captain Ted Williams, top officer of the USS Mount Whitney, an amphibious command ship. Now, look, these aren't boot lieutenants. You know what I'm saying? These aren't new guys. These are high-ranking. These are commanders in the United States Navy. These are the men that that are the captains of the ships. Williams, according to the report, was previously a I'll get it. Help me here. A transitory replacement number 2 officer of the USS Eisenhower aircraft carrier after that ship's executive officer, Captain Robert Gamberg, was found guilty of an improper relationship. You're talking about commanders of the ship. And they're executive officers. They're what's known as an XO. A Navy official speaking on condition of anonymity is quoted in the report as saying that both officers were relieved of duty over offense of personal conduct, not anything to do with the operation of the ship or the mission of the ship. Less than 3 weeks ago, another ship commander and 3 naval officers were relieved of duty for drunken conduct during a port call in Russia. Now, what in the world is going on? Is there a purging? I'm just saying. I'm just asking. You think about it. You research it. You dig down. I mean, you drill down. You get behind the scenes. You go to places where the mainstream media don't take you. Get behind things and find out what's going on in this country. Now, that is quite scary. There seems to be a pattern. Then you have General Petraeus. Then you have General Allen. Then you have another fellow that is under investigation, also, who is a general. So this is not first and second lieutenants. This is men, high-ranking men in our military that is being purged out. That's the only word that I can find. They are being purged out of our military. They're being removed. They're being taken from their command. And who knows if these aren't trumped up charges or whatever. So I'm just saying, I'm just reading to you what I have found here on beforeitsnews.com. Get in there and search things out. Now listen. There's other things here. And these are things that's happening today and yesterday and the day before and so on and so forth. There's an article, Israel trained for war with Iran during Gaza offensive. Yeah. Then there's another article. You know, what I'm trying to do is get men and women to think for themselves. There are so many people, and you've heard me say it. I don't know how many times you've heard me say it. There are so many people that have the follow the herd mentality. They don't think on their own. They can't think on their own. They're not capable of thinking on their own because they've never thought on their own. Someone's always told them where, when, how, why, and that's just the way it's been. So they have never thought on their own. Our society in America has become what they call a collective society, a society that is called a community, where those above you, the elites, I call them the elites, they say we know what's best for you. You don't have to think. You don't have to worry. You don't have to stress. You don't have to fear. We got you covered. No problem. We got your back the whole way. And so, people don't think. There is no critical thinking going on. And if there is, it's not by the multitudes anymore. But listen to this. These 50 stocks are being shorted like crazy. Now, if you don't know what it means when they short stocks, right off the bat, find out. Go Google. What does it mean when they short stocks? And you'll find the answer. But they're looking. Some of the biggest hedge funds are trading. They're shorting stocks. So here we pulled the 50 stocks on Goodman's VISP list and ranked them by the total dollar value of short interest. The extent to which hedge fund managers have been betting against the stock. Basically, that's what the bottom line. That's what shorting a stock is. You're betting against that stock. I mean, just falling through the bottom. Also included are the short interest expressed as a percentage of float cap, the year-to-date return in the stock's ticker and sector. And there's an article on here, and it talks about those ones. 50 stocks that they are shorting. They're betting. Now, these are top-notch stocks, my friend. So when those kind of things happen, bad things happen. Lindsey Williams, America will suffer badly. I know there might be somebody sitting out there that's listening now or going to listen later, and they're going to say, Espinlab, you are not an optimist at all. No, sir. I guess I'm not. I guess I'm just what they call a realist. I've been around long enough to understand that there are telltale signs. If we just open up our eyes and we listen and we look back in history and try to learn from our mistakes so we don't make the same mistakes again. But apparently, we are people that just don't learn, and mistake after mistake after mistake after mistake is being repeated again and again and again and again. Our nation is in sad shape. That's what Grandma used to say. If something was really bad, you are in sad shape. That was someone that was on the verge of death. They are in sad shape. If something was ready to crumble and fall down, that building is in sad shape. Well, our nation is in sad shape. And Lindsey Williams says that America will suffer badly. Now, that was November 13th that he said that. And, the average person's going to suffer unlike any time before. Listen to this. Because the elite did not get what they wanted with the Obama re-election. The elite does not always get their way. They might think they are God, but they are not. And he went on to say, this Lindsey Williams is an ordained Baptist minister. He's been in the ministry for 28 years. I know, you're shaking your head. Blah, 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 blah. I know. Okay. The only way we're going to find out is we're going to have to sit back and watch and see. And it seems to me that things are just moving at a fast rate of speed. And it seems like we're running full throttle, and events are happening so fast that it's hard for us to keep up with them. But anyhow, he says that America is going to suffer like it has never suffered before. I read those couple articles to you because I want you to do that. Go. You don't necessarily have to go here, but what I'm trying to do is tell you to research these things. Get involved. Find out what's happening behind the scenes. It'll make you a better informed individual. That's what you are, my friend. You are an individual. You're not part of the herd group. You know what I'm saying? So do yourself a favor. If you want somewhere to start, go beforeitsnews.com. Go beforeitsnews.com. beforeitsnews.com. Go there. I'll get it right. beforeitsnews.com. Go there and find out for yourself. Track down one of these headlines and then research it. Go from place to place. Listen, read, and see what you come up with, because you are an individual. All right, Espinlob's lip drip long enough. Charlie, hit the button. More Marie Gaines.
Tear down the walls, 'cause this woman, she won't out.
And ladies and gentlemen, that was Maria Danes. I'm telling you, that lady can just flat out sing. I don't care what it is. I don't care what it is. I'm telling you, they love her here. What do I hear? Oh, that's what I hear. Do you hear that? Oh, yeah, that's on our other computer here. Let's see what's going on. I don't know if you can hear that or not. Oh, no. That is lovely. Where am I at here? How can we get this off? Because I got more music to play. Oh, there it is. Okay. Okay. Let's do this. Let's do that. Okay. There you go. Oh. Okay. I got to figure out how we can get it. Because I wanted to read something to you here. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I went over here. Okay. I'm over here. Hang with me there. You know, Espen Lobby. He can get things twisted up pretty good. Let me go back and see what's going on. Oh, on my other computer, there was a little doodad down there that I could click on, and I could get that turned off. Let me see if I can find something else here, because I really wanted to read something to you about these folks. Anyhow, Maria Danes. Here's where you can go. You can go to Maria-Danes.com. 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 And there you can read all about her. Fantastic. The blues rock, blues, pops, inspirational, hard rock. I mean, they it's just that's just the way they roll. Let me read this to you. Maria Danes fronts a hard rock band playing original material written by Maria and guitarist Paul Killington. Hailing from Cambridgeshire in United Kingdom, they formed in 1996, becoming a fixture of the live music scene and making several TV appearances, garnering fans in over 20 countries. Well, they've gained some more fans right here at the Funny Farm, and I hope you, the listeners, become fans of Maria Danes also. Aired on BBC and FM stations, the band opened for U.S. artist Pink. Everybody knows who Pink was. At Cardiff International Arena, the concert raised over £90,000, that's English money, for 6 animal welfare charities. Maria and Paul worked ceaselessly on the many facets of their songwriting, with project pieces finding placement in TV, film production. Danes Killington songs are published by North Star Music UK and available for artist consideration. I mean, these people are just fabulous. So go to Maria. We're highlighting Maria Danes tonight, and we'll be doing that for the next several shows. We'll be throwing some of her songs in, but tonight we're really highlighting Maria Danes. Go to Maria-Danes, DAINES.com, and you can see for yourself. And there's YouTube stuff on there, and there's all kind of stuff. So do yourself a favor and go there. I know that you'll enjoy it. What's that, Charlie? Yeah, sure. There's some blues for you. Let it get down inside of your soul. And that was Maria Danes. Maria Danes. My oh my. That lady can flat out sing. Monday. Let me get my magic gizmo here and push the magic button. Don't you love this modern technology? We're going to have James Mapes, M-A-P-E-S. He's going to be with us. He's an actor, author, quantum leap thinking. You're going to find it very interesting. So that is Monday evening, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, right here on the Spreaker Network. Tuesday night, we're going to have Natalie Sloan, and I think her story is going to be very interesting. So make sure you tune in Tuesday night. Wednesday night, we have Jeff Rasley, R-A-S-L-E-Y. Tune in and listen to that. That's going to be very, very interesting. I'll give you more details as we get closer to the day. Will Roberts. Will Roberts. Who does? Will Rogers stuff. So you will enjoy him. He'll be on next Thursday night, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, right here on the Spreaker Network, live on George Espinlov's show. And then next Friday night, we are going to have the one, the only, Total Tutor. Can you believe that it's the end of the month? We have the Total Tutor, Mr. Neil Haley out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, on with us the last Friday of every month. And here it is, the last Friday. We're coming up to the last Friday, of November 2012. And so the Total Tutor, him and his crazy self, will be here with us. A very passionate man about education. He has the Total Tutor, I got to say it slowly or I get my tongue all tied up. Total Tutor Network. The Total Tutor Network, he's on over 80 stations here across the states and into the UK. So he broadcasts 7 days a week. He's a very busy man. He's passionate about education. He has a tutor company that he owns and operates. So he's a very, very busy man. He's on some television. So he will be here with us next Friday evening, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. And if we can work the time out, and I'm going to talk to Neil about this, we're going to have a young lady with us who homeschools her children. And hopefully I can get her and Neil hooked up on a conference call and get them in here, and we'll have us a little round table discussion. Or I'll just kind of sit and listen as these two educators talk about their passions. This lady is a local lady, and when I say down the street, around the corner, that's exactly what I mean. We have listeners down the street, around the corner, across this nation, and around the world. But anyhow, we're going to try to have some kind of roundtable discussion if we can get the time set up, excuse me, next Friday night. So we've got another full week scheduled, and it's going to be a blast. I hope you all had a fine Thanksgiving Day yesterday. This is what we did. We all gathered at my son's house, and we all had Thanksgiving dinner together and laughed and carried on, like families do. And then, when we gather, like for a wiener roast or a birthday party or whatever, and it gets dark out, all the kids in the family, and trust me, we have a slew of kids in this family, all the kids, from the little to the big, go outside and they play this thing they call flashlight tag. I don't know if you've ever played it. I never played that when I was a kid. We played kick the can and black and blue and hide and go seek and all that other stuff. But anyways, this is called flashlight tag. And what it is, and I've watched these kids. We'd be sitting around the fire and I'd watch these kids. Someone is it, naturally, and the person that's it has a flashlight, and everyone else, this person has to go to a particular place and count to like 100 or whatever it is, and everyone else goes and hides. And there's boundaries, they can't go too far into the woods and so on and so forth. there's boundaries. So you watch all these kids take off and run. Some kids will find a spot and they will stay there. Other kids will continually be on the move. I mean, they'll be snooping and pooping along, and they'll be changing positions and so on and so forth. And I've watched them. Last couple of years playing. Well, we had a birthday party there, I don't know, a week or so ago, 2 weeks ago, and the kids was playing. We was sitting around the fire, and I thought, that would be fun to play. I have never played that. I'd like to play that. So we made arrangements that all of us would get together, and the adults who wanted to play would play with the kids, the little kid and the big kids, and everybody in between. We would play flashlight tag. I'm telling you, we had us a blast last night. And I will say that they couldn't find old Pops. They just couldn't find me. But toward the end, I think they was a little frustrated with me because everyone else had been at least once. You go around, you can't run around with the flashlight on. You have to, sneak around and try to find people, whether they're hiding under vehicles or in trees or behind bushes or down over the cliff or whatever. You can't turn the light on until you come upon someone, and then you turn the light on and say, "You're it, I found you," something like that. Well, they couldn't find me. And I think they got frustrated because everyone else, the adults, the little kid and the big kids, they had all been at least once, and Pops had never been it. And I was hiding under the deck. That's right. I had stooped and pooped around the side of the house, and I got down, and I did my belly crawl up underneath the deck, squeezed myself in there, and I was laid back. I was back against the block foundation and in the middle of the deck, and I was between the two baits, where really you couldn't see too much because I was in the dark shadows. And lo and behold, my granddaughter, Alexis, come walking around, and I could see people as if I lowered my head, I could see them walking if they was looking for somebody. And lo and behold, she walked right over there and shone the light under there and said, "I got you, Pop-Up." And then she told me when I crawled out that I had been ratted out. Isn't that something? I had been ratted out. I was ratted out because I hadn't been it yet. But I took my turn, you know what I mean? And I had fun. So that's what we did last night. I know that you're really interested in that. I can just, I can tell by the way you're looking at it. I just thought I'd share that with you. I'm just saying. You know what I mean? All right, Charlie said we're going to play one more Maria Dane song tonight before we get out of here. And we want to thank our people down there at musicalley.com for helping us provide music here on the George Espinlove Show. Tonight we've had quite a variety. We've been serious. We've been crazy. We've been not serious. We've been serious. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? We ran the whole gamut tonight. So, but anyways, I hope that you had a great time. I thank you for joining us. I thank you for the way that you have been supporting us. I mean, our radio show has grown in leaps and bounds these last 120 days, and we are so excited, and it's all because of you. And with no further ado, Maria Danes.
Oh man, you're crooked as an old oak tree. Bend over double with a crick in your knee. You're going crazy. As a rabbit in a trap. And every three blind daybreak since you've been looking at the map. Too bad you told me every which way wrong. Too bad you're singing someone else's song. You're getting lazy as a dog without a bone. And every hard time, Henry,
And ladies and gentlemen, one more time, that's Maria Danes. Oh, I hope they can come on the show. Before we get out of here tonight, I want to say thank you one final time to all of our guests that has been on the show this week. Benita Tyler, thank you so very, very much. Karna Small Bodman, thank you so very, very much. Leroy Hypnobro Williams, thank you. I appreciated it so very, very much. You all, and your talents have just inspired me to keep going on. I love meeting these people. I'm telling you, it's a privilege to sit behind a microphone and talk to these individuals from all walks of life. Everyone's got a story. Everyone's got a history. Whether it be the man down the street or the man that sits in the ivory tower, we all have a story to tell. And so, if you ever run into Espinlob, don't be surprised if all of a sudden he says, "Hey, do you want to be on the radio show?" Don't look at him like he's got two heads, because, I mean, he's as serious as a heart attack. He loves his radio show, and he loves to have people on that show. And it doesn't matter from what walk of life. It doesn't matter what your financial status is. It doesn't matter. None of that stuff matters to me. You've got a history. You've got a story to tell. And men and women, boys and girls around the world need to hear your story, because it's yours. And it's very, very, very important. And you never know. You just never know who may be listening. And it might be that. That's something that you said. It might be that lifts them up and takes them over the top. Brings them out of a dark, deep valley. Leads them through a raging storm. So you never know. Say kind things to one another. It'll go a long way. We're going to get out of here. It's that time again. I won't sing Happy Trails to you. That was Roy Rogers and Dale Evans used to do that. I wonder whatever happened to Old Bullet. Oh, well. Anyhow. Hey, wherever you're at, whatever you're doing, there's a whole lot of love coming to you from the Funny Farm. I mean that. We're goofy. We're squirrely. Yeah, we're loony as the day is long, but we care about you. I want you to email me. We're going to start reading some of these emails over on the air. Email me, George C.E. That's George C.E. at Comcast.net. George C.E. at Comcast.net. Follow me on Twitter at PopPopX7. At PopPopX7. Follow me on Facebook. I'll be your friend. You can be my friend. Where else? How else can we hook up here? Email me, George C.E. at Comcast.net. Twitter at PopUpX7. Come to my Facebook page and we'll hook up and we'll become friends. In any other way, shape, or form. We'll hook up. I want to say thank you to Maria Danes over there in the UK. We have a lot of friends over there in the UK. Harry in Northern Ireland. We've got Jonathan. We've got Marky Mark. We've got Simon. Sophie. Oh, there's a lot of listeners over there. And our listeners in the Philippines. Our listeners down under. Like I said, down the street, around the corner, across this nation, and around the world. I thank you for tuning in. Thank you, Maria, for that kind email that you sent us. And Charlie is just tickled to death. I'm going to give him this so he can keep it as a memoir. I know he'll love it. All right, my friend, it might be nighttime where you're at. And if it is, have a good night. It might already be tomorrow. If it is, have a good day. But regardless of where you're at and what it is, until Monday night, same time, same station, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, live, the George Espinlove Show. This is George Espinlop saying good night and God bless you.